make sure we're on headline watch as always, just in case there is anything moving the markets. Let's see here. Dolby time. Let's get a little range analysis. What are you seeing here? Where is the range? Where might there be opportunity?
So I think the most important like range event that happened today was us breaking out of the daily range that we've been in since February 13th. So about 2 weeks, let's say. I'm going to circle it right here. Basically, just had a bunch of daily candlesticks all kind of stacked together. Perfect barcode right across. And we broke out of that today with a lot of strength. Now we're kind of just hanging out. So I would honestly just be looking for longs on discounts if we can get them. Otherwise, I'd be looking at cheap shorts at the very, very tippy top for highs. So I would want my stop above 25,361. I was going to try to get short. As of right now, we're kind of forming that sort of treetop pattern that I mentioned occasionally where we get a huge rip
Yep.
off. That's the trunk, is the huge rip up. And then you end up getting kind of the treetop, which is just a consolidation above. And so I probably just want to see us test like maybe 25,350s. I would be super down to try a short up there. Otherwise, I'd be looking for longs around 265s, which is very far away. Maybe there's like an opportunity in the middle of the range. Maybe we could like this little stair step pattern here. We just tested those 310s. Maybe we could grab longs there in anticipation of this testing 350s. Other than that, for under 25,265 and can retest it, then maybe that's a short to get all the way back down again. But it's a tricky market, especially when it rips up a couple, what is it, a couple hundred on the open and then just hang out for a bit. It's not a fun day to
Yep.
be down on the day and trying to get back some P&L. That is for sure.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Speaking of gold, Antonio, you said you caught a gold long yesterday. Gold on its highs of the day just made a new high, 52.35.30, 52.34.50. I know we're focusing a lot on the equities right now, Antonio, but do you see opportunities still in gold for a potential trade there?
Actually, yeah. Would like to see some type of pullback, maybe to continue long,
Okay.
or this might be a caveman in. But I've already had bullish bias on this. I was trying to buy all week, so I've been chipping away at the buys. I caught my buys last night at 142s,
Oh, nice. Nice, nice,
and the
nice.
target was 300s, or actually 250. Target
Nice.
from earlier on this week was 300, and I caught those buys at 185s. So both of those trades ran. They look like similar price action. Um, Yesterday, Tuesday, and Monday looks like similar price action to me. It goes up, gives a hard retest that makes you gonna think it's gonna sell, and then continues to rip. But yeah, it may be a caveman in, and if it is a caveman in, it would be one to start and maybe add some size.
Here we go. There was a little bit of a headline trying to make sense of this one. The EU, sorry, EU sees US tariffs breaking deal limit on 4.2 billion euro of goods. That was right as we saw that volume.
Hmm.
EU sees US tariffs breaking deal limit of 4.2 billion of goods. And Meta is attending a White House meeting today, apparently. 69.51 half last trade here in the S&P. Again, that was a ton of volume that traded there. I see some traders in the chat saying, that tape bomb was maybe an opportunity to buy. Shout out to my guy Doom, who I anytime I see a tape bomb, I have this Doom quote in my head. He said, "Buy the bombs," right? And every time we get that
Lord.
little spike to the downside, it could be an opportunity to get into a long there. You got to be quick with it. But let's
Mm-hmm.
see if we get some follow through above that high.
Yep. In the meantime, Jay, we're gonna actually offer up 351s and 360s, just two micros.
Okay.
That is high of the range. We've traded very little volume up there. We are bullish. It'd be sort of we'd want to have pretty quick sort of response on this trade. We don't want to get filled and have this just collapse to the downside. And maybe we can get like
350s.
350s. I mean, it's nothing but wicks up there. If it wants to make new highs on the day, go for it. But I think it's a pretty cheap trade opportunity here, especially with us waiting for Nvidia earnings. So we'll see. We'll keep these offers in and see what happens. Might not get filled. We might.
Let's see here. High of the day in the NASDAQ 25, 361.75, 69.30, 69.53. High of the day in the S&P. We're about a point off of that right now. All the equity markets kind of look the same.
Yep. I mean, RTY is bidding, S&P's bidding, Bitcoin's bidding, cattle's bidding.
Find something and buy it.
Pretty much, yeah.
There's 8 out of the 88 out of the 36 markets we can trade are red right now. Everything else is green.
Sheesh.
Ethereum's up 11%. What happened to crypto? Is it okay to buy now? Or is this just relief? I think it's relief. I think it's relief. Yeah, it is. Looking at the micro Bitcoin chart here on the daily, we have this daily candle here that has been the range for 2 weeks since it printed. We just had a bounce off the low. That's really it. I don't think we're talking to Jessica Inskip on Monday as well. I don't think we're in the clear here.
I don't think we're out of the woods either. That looks very ugly.
It does, right? Nice for a decent bounce here, but on a higher time frame, this does not look good at all.
I wouldn't even want to range trade that junk.
That I'll say on a shorter time frame. If you look at it on a 30-minute, let's actually look. I actually got short micro Bitcoin today. Got stopped out for a loss there, but I mean, look at this, right?
Yikes.
Yeah, when you zoom in and you look on a shorter time frame, there's some clean
magnifying. It is crazy.
This is 10 30-minute candles to the upside. I mean, 50 cents a tick. It's a nice market to trade. I just happen to be on the wrong side today.
It's it is a nice market because it doesn't weigh so heavy.
Right. Yeah. I feel like it's hard to blow an account trading micro Bitcoin. It's almost impossible, and I say almost because, of course, somebody's going to take that as a challenge. It's almost impossible.
In full port.
Right. Almost impossible to blow an account, but
micro
do not take that
Bitcoin
as
is
a
like
challenge.
training wheels if you're trying to define your strategy and hone in your skills.
For sure. We got these offers up here in micro Nasdaq. Nasdaq right now trading 25, 336.75. S&P still a point off the high of the day there. Dow slowly grinding higher.
I'm a caveman, a short on MNQ, and I'm gonna go one short.
Okay.
Nice.
What price you get there?
337 flat.
337s.
We're just gonna target VWAP, just under VWAP actually, 200s.
And Tony, I was traveling last week, but I was listening into Top Step TV, and I saw you on with a trade that turned out to be a hell of a trade. I think you sat in it for maybe 4 hours.
That was great.
You're looking at a 100-point target.
I'm in the wrong account. Hold on. Let me take this off. I'm in the account I should be locked out of. But we'll go back to that in a second, and I'll pull the stats up.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
All right.
What are you seeing that you like here for a short?
It's still failing those highs up there. So we'll go one short now, and we'll give it a decent stop. Let's go 380s for the stop.
380s, nice.
We'll go 380s on the stop, and we'll go one in now, and we'll see how it plays out. But back to the other account. Hold times, guys. Hold times.
The king of hold times.
Average hold time. Win duration is 139 minutes.
Wow, 2 hours.
Loss duration is 26 minutes.
Nice.
Dolby, when's the last time you were in a trade for 2 hours?
I wish. I wish.
I mean, that was most of that whole time came from last night with those gold buys and the MNQ buys this morning. Like I said, I fell asleep on the MNQ buys.
You just
You,
find
you
your
think that's
level,
just a
put it in, let it work. It works.
What were we talking about? We were talking about paint earlier. Dip it, slap it, and watch it dry.
Yep.
there it is. There it
I
is.
like your short.
Ian saying, yeah, I do too.
Yeah, we only want to take it down maybe the 200s. That baby may run a little bit longer than that. But for the sake of putting a trade on, we're gonna rock with the. Oh, we got a better price on this account, 338 half.
Nice.
So
We're
we'll rock with that. Let it
Is
play.
definitely
this
got
something you
some.
would add to?
Yeah, I would add to this one.
Okay.
As long as we keep failing, um, I would add. I would add even if we get above entry price, as long as we stay
Gotcha.
away from the stop.
We got a game plan here. Saw a little bit of a pullback in gold there, trading 52.34.10 right now. W, you still got your bids, your offers working up there, right?
Yep, we got about 14, 15 points to go. Oh, we're on
What's
declining
your
volume
prices?
right now as well.
Yeah.
Looking at
What
350s and
prices you got?
360s. We're
350s,
offering
360s.
351s, 360s basically.
Okay. Well, let me see. If we get up there, then I may join you and throw some more size on.
It's pretty much the same trade idea. I'm just
Yeah.
being really stingy. Really stingy.
It's my lifestyle in the chat says, finally took my first payout, boys, after trading for
Ooh,
1 year and 3 months. Anything is possible. Nice job making it real, putting money in your bank account. That is what we do this for. Uh, it might
Rockstar.
seem
It
like
works.
we just love watching candles go up and down on the screen, but it's more so for the potential to earn. So nice job taking your
Yeah,
first payout.
that that reverse
Keep that
psychology is
momentum.
nuts. It's like, God, I know I can make so much.
Yeah.
It's hard
So,
too because it's like we're trying not to think about the money, and then you take a payout, and it's like,
Well, from
all
time to
right,
time,
I got some money.
I'll change my settings from dollars to ticks or points from time to time.
Mhm. Yeah,
If
a
I'm
little
in a
like
rut,
that.
if I'm in a rut, I'll all right, trade the setups. Don't look at the dollar
Hmm.
amount. But lately, I mean, as of the last since the year started, the setups I'm trading are getting defined. I
Nice.
think me and Coach Jay and a couple other people to turn the corner at the same time.
man, 2025 was a rough year. Was a rough year for me for sure.
Hey, the
It's
end of it was
been a little better.
ugly.
Yeah, I think most of it was ugly for me, but it happens. It won't be the last time it happens either. Uh,
No,
so
it won't. I'm so
risk
scared
risk
of the
management
next time.
risk management over everything. I think you just learn more every time. You learn
Yeah,
more every
you
time.
come back swinging hard.
Right. Learn more every time. Taking a look at the tilt here, 52%, 50-50 in the S&P and the NASDAQ. 62% long in crude oil, which is trading 65.47. Let's get a little vibe check in the chat. How is everybody trading today? Are you up on the day, down on the day? Anything that you learned from trading today? Did you follow your plan, most importantly? And did you manage your risk? Let us know in that chat.
Gotta manage the risk. So hard to do. That's why I love
Yes, it
the
is.
Top Step X risk features. Don't even have to worry about being disciplined. You just as long as you can lock yourself out before you start trading, you're good to go. You're good to
Yep.
go. Cannot tell you how hard it is to trade if you don't have those risk features. You got to have discipline of the gods. You know, hit your daily loss limit. You can still trade. Open the chart up like 2 hours later and see if you can get your P&L back.
Yeah, I don't
Not
like
fun.
those days.
No, neither do I. Like, this is the same day. I don't know why we're trying to treat it like a different day. We're seeing the market too hot. I don't know why we're trading right now. And you got two DLLs in one day. That's not good.
Oh, I like this comment in the chat here from Nick Richardson. The last 7 trading days is the first stretch I've consistently followed process and risk rules. That is growth as a trader, Nick. Um, keep that streak go. That's consistency, right? Everyone
Hmm.
asks about, oh, what's consistency as a trader, and they expect to see like a green, just green calendar, right? No losses or anything like that. That's just unsustainable over time, I think, right? And who do we have? Henrico on yesterday, who
Hmm.
had a
Yep.
green shoot of what 3 or 4 months, and he said it. He said, "I know I'm going to lose at some point." Right? That's not the goal. Isn't
Yeah.
to just keep your winning days. It's to follow the process, and if the process leads you to continue to win every day, that's amazing. But I like that you said following a process and risk, because that means you measured what the downside already looks like for when it eventually happens. uh, Sometimes if we get on a winning streak, we think, oh, I'm better than the market, I'm invincible, there's nothing I can do that'll be wrong. And that's when, in my experience, I've over leveraged and was very wrong.
Yeah, that's what I was touching on last week about upping my size on the account because I know
Okay.
I'm gonna screw something up, so I need room to screw up. The smaller size accounts, they turn me into a quote unquote professional trader. So
Hmm.
now
Yeah.
I need room to put hands and feet on these markets.
And I do like the smaller accounts. Really locks you into managing risk. It's so important. I mean,
Yep.
like Jay, when you like really start trading well, you're in the zone. I mean, do you really like? Do you feel anything? Do you like become cognizant of the fact that you are trading well? Are you supposed to become cognizant of it? You're
So
supposed to not care.
I think I'm cognizant of it to the point where I just remind myself that if I've been trading well, that it's because I've been following my process. So just to continue to follow the process, right? And I think that's it. I don't know that I'm trying to win every trade or anything like that.
Hmm.
Um, I think I'm cognizant of the fact that, hey, I've been trading well, and I'm trading correctly, right? Not trading to win or to avoid losing, but just trading correctly. And that's with everything, right? That's taking the setups, that's position sizing, that's all of it, right? If I am reading the market really well right now and I just put on a 15 lot, that's that's trading incorrectly, right? That's thinking I'm better than the market. I got in a position today, Dolby and the Russell. I was short 6
Hmm.
RTY, right?
Okay.
The risk on the trade
Hmm.
was $600, because
Okay.
I got in short initially a 3 lot, risking $600 on that 3 lot, and then as it broke through a level, I got short another 3, but not risking more than $600, because you know there's a dollar amount risk that I have in this account that I'm not going to exceed, right? So
Right.
I don't want to just because I'm reading the market well, just start swinging at everything, because
And
I've
you
done
just
that
got into
before.
Sometimes
your
it
new.
swings back
Yes, it does.
and it hurts.
It hurt. Yes, it does, man.
I'm
I
seeing
mean,
some
Jay.
crazy comments in the chat. I seen one the last week. They're like, Antonio's the Snoop Dogg of day traders.
What?
What does
Then
that even
somebody
mean?
said Antonio is a Jedi. Shout out to you, whoever that was.
Oh, Jedi. That's cool. That's
The Snoop
cool.
Dogg of day traders is hilarious.
Snoop Dogg of day traders. I
Love
mean,
you,
Snoop
Chad.
is versatile, right? He can do it. Snoop does anything. I was actually talking to some friends about this the other day, and they said with the a younger generation, probably the one younger than us, they don't even know him as a rapper, right? He's just Snoop.
Nah, they don't. They
He's
know
like
him with
he's
Martha
an announcer.
Stewart,
Yeah, he's a
cartoons.
commercial.
Doing the
Yeah,
Olympics. Uh
right.
huh. That's funny. They don't know him as a rapper. Come on.
I like how
Dobie, you
we're
were gonna
holding
say
this
something
up
there
here.
though.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. With yes, your live funded account. You're in your live
Oh yeah.
funded account, Jay. Are you using the risk features? Like, do you have your daily loss limit set, locking yourself out, and doing all that stuff?
Yes, 100%. Right now, the way I'm looking at it is the risk is so it was a 100K account that I got moved over. So the daily loss limit set by the risk team is three grand. In this case, I'm doing 12% of whatever the balance is, which
Hmm.
puts me at less than 3 grand. Right. So Right now, the account I think is at 21. We moved over with
Nice.
20. So I went 12% of that. So my daily loss limit is 2,400. As the account grows, I want to scale that percentage back, right? So if the account is a $40,000 account, I don't want to continue to risk 12%, right? Because 12% of 40,000 is a lot more than 12% of 20,000, right? And just keeping that in mind. So scaling the risk percentage wise of the account back as the account grows, and just taking my shots from there. I
Nice.
was I was down today. I was down about $800, and then got into that Russell short. And I think even that last trade I took wasn't going to put me at a daily loss limit. So, um, yeah, just trying to focus on that. This Nasdaq trade is starting to cook a little bit here.
Yeah, it is.
Seeing some
Finally
selling.
woke up a little bit. I mean, it looks like a nice red bar. We're only down about 15 points. I mean, this is slow going right now in the Nasdaq. Any other day that could have been like a 50-point move. Let's see. Yeah, man, nice short,
Yeah,
Antonio. That's good stuff.
starting to pick up some volume a little bit here. It feels like something just changed in the markets. I'm looking at the news just to make sure nothing is going on, but nope, just more investments in OpenAI. Thrive invested about 1 billion of its new fund in OpenAI. Congratulations to OpenAI.
So over AI.
Any new money is coming to AI.
So over it. It's so annoying. Everyone at X is like, "Oh, this is life changing. It's changing everything." I'm like, still
Yeah,
haven't. Other thing too
Yeah,
that I
but
heard that I thought
everybody's
was
just
really
losing their
interesting.
job.
Yeah, right. One of the interesting theories I heard about like the impact of AI is that it's like corporations have so much red tape to get stuff done that like AI is just going to accelerate projects faster into red tape. You know what I mean? So like if you get like a project done super fast, but you still need like your boss or the board of directors to sign off on it, then you just got work done faster and I have a bunch of free time for them to make a decision. So I kind of wonder if there's going to be like kind of like productivity traps with AI that you get a project done so
interesting.
fast, but it takes corporate like 3 months to approve of something, right? Because you know how corporate moves. The bigger the corporation, the longer it
Oh
takes,
yeah,
all the
yep.
approvals, everyone agree. Yeah, spin to the stoplight. Thank you, Brad Sims. That's what I was looking for. So I think that's an
Or do
interesting theory
they
that I heard.
does do corporations now use AI to review proposals to make things to speed things up? I know if it's a government contract, that will never happen. But yeah, you're not speeding them up at all. But yeah,
Nope.
it's interesting.
So many
Enterprise
implications.
solutions for AI will really tell us what the future of it is. I think.
Hmm.
How
I
much
had
money
one
can you
here.
really make from consumers? Adding to this,
Nice.
Reduce the risk to
Nice.
just at the highs. Actually, we'll
Great
keep the
stuff.
same risk.
Antonio, we're getting some questions in the chat. They said, "Is that a real target, or did you just put it there for vibes?"
No, it's a real target. We got VWAP down there, and every target, just to give you guys a little insight, every target I put, if you're trying to target a liquidity pool, target highs, target lows, I like to set
Okay,
my target. If it's a high, I like to set it a bit above. If it's a low, I like to set it a bit below. Reason why is because we have wicks.
Mm.
there you go.
Price
Uh,
typically does not turn right around at a high or a low. It'll give you some follow through. So few points above a high for a target, few points below a low for a target. That's just, I don't know when I started doing that, but it just makes too much sense to me to not do it.
Chat, I would not recommend knocking his levels. Antonio can stay in a trade
agreed.
longer than you can stay solvent.
Yeah,
That
you
is
guys will
a
be
fact.
prunes by the time this trade will be over with, wrinkled.
Uh-huh.
I'm
We're
I'm
in
not
this
gonna lie.
water.
I
Let's
look at that
go.
whole time and I'm just like it's uncomfortable. I could sit. So your whole time is 75 minutes. I could sit for 70 minutes and wait for a trade. But once I'm in it, I think this is just the way I was taught how to trade. It was you want the market to try to go in your direction as quickly as possible. So I'll wait for that to look like it's moving, but it's just
Well, I mean, I
it's
guess it's
never sat.
reversed for me then. I'll
Yeah,
wait until it's about to go in my direction.
right, yeah, yeah, and you know, that's a skill to be able to do that. You identified a level and said, "No, I trust this level enough to say, nope, this is where I'm placing the trade. I don't get to choose the timing of it, and then
No.
just let it work." I've never been able to do that. I'm gonna be honest. And anytime I try it, I just
I think I said this analogy maybe last week or the week before, but I like to use the analogy it takes longer to cook than it does to eat.
oh
Mm, I like that.
bars
I like that.
takes longer to
Takes
cook than
longer
it
to
does to
cook
eat.
than it does to eat. So
That-
that goes right back to the whole time.
Right.
That turkey got cooked. We feasted.
Yes. Right. I'm usually I just show up to dinner. Tell me when and where to be.
Yeah.
Make it resi, and I'll show up. But I like that. It takes longer to cook than it does to eat.
Yep. I gotta get better with that. You gotta start holding my trades longer. Lennying
It's
too many
easier to
trades. Lennying
do
too many
when you
trades.
catch the high or catch the low. So when
Yeah.
we are waiting for our trades, we have good patience to wait for a trade. The
Hmm.
the difference there is this doesn't give you time to think. You have to strike when the iron's hot, and it comes down to a confidence level and a conviction level. Because we all have patience to wait for our trades, but how many of us are gonna put the hammer down
Yeah.
when it's time to strike?
Exactly. Uh, and I mean, we're just going to continue the cooking analogy here. You have a recipe, right? You're not just throwing stuff together and assuming that it's going to be a good meal, right? Like you have an idea over
Oh yeah, my
data.
methods have madness.
Exactly. There's a recipe.
The
CMB, let
Have
me know when
madness.
it's ready. Yep.
there's 50 being offered at 346 in the Nasdaq here. That's the biggest
Oh yeah.
size I'm seeing on this dome. Man, I love that
You
analogy
still have that
though.
offer up there?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Short highs of
341.
range here. Taking a look at the tilt, starting to build a little bit short here. 61% short in the S&P, 59% short in the Nasdaq, 63% long in crude oil here. Got Antonio short 2 micro Nasdaq from 25,330, letting this cook. Saw a little bit of Coach Hoop. You watching natural gas at all? Little tape bomb there, natural gas. Randomly, I
Hmm.
don't know why I have that chart up, but uh,
Because
I
you're
see
watching
somebody
everything.
interesting.
asking me to explain my logic on stop loss and exit. I'm pretty sure I just did that.
Oh yeah, that was the question I threw over to you, Antonio.
Cool.
Rewind it just a hair if you need.
And my reason for shorting here is we're failing highs. We've had a strong, strong push to the upside. And we're just preempting not extending these highs any higher. So that is my reason for shorting.
Man, it was like
Like it.
last week it got within like what, a tick or two of your stop and then sold off like 200 points or something.
Oh yeah, that one had you sweating last.
Yeah, I was on lunch and I saw this screen and I was like, "Oh, damn, did he get stopped?" And like I saw it and it's just like a little sliver of space between the candlestick and your stop and I was like, "Ah, he's still in. Let's go. Let's go."
Let's
It's that
trade.
hold time, man. Gotta let it cook. Gotta let it cook. You don't get to pick how the
Yeah,
market gets
win or
there.
lose, and that's a tough thing to do, win or lose.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a good
Oh,
question. Why the 12%, Jay? Why the 12%?
got to thank my guy, Coach Paul, for that suggestion. 12% gives you, and the 12% daily loss limit we're talking about, right, of the drawdown of your account, it just gives you multiple opportunities, right? And it's not a fixed dollar amount where 12% is going to, adjust as my balance adjusts. So if I hit a daily loss limit of 2,400 today, tomorrow that daily loss limit is going to be somewhere closer to 2,200, right, or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. So I'm adjusting the risk based on the drawdown available in the account. And then that has, I have to focus a little bit more on, the taking good trade setups. Um, it gives you multiple opportunities. I think using a static DLL is a quick way to speed run an account to his demise. Dolby, you say it all the time. You can count on one hand probably the amount of times that you've seen somebody slow burn an account. Right? It's usually just DLL after DLL after DLL
I literally
until the
remember
account.
one account. One account. I was in
Right.
support for 2 years, looking up accounts all the time. I've only ever seen one account like lose $400 every day,
Right.
for example.
Exactly. Right.
Plus 400, minus 400, but they like literally slowly landed their account into the account loss limit. It was the first one I've ever seen. I've only ever seen it once. It's always, Jay, like you said, someone just, cannonballing on their day. And a lot of
Yep.
P&Ls look like that. It's +1, -1, +2, -1, and then it's like -5. And it's like, well, where'd that come from? It's like, oh, that's tilt. Something tilted the trader and they just blew the whole thing.
Yep. Why
All right,
12%, not 10 or 15? Yeah, go ahead, Antonio.
this imbalance that I just marked out between 222s and 245s. It's another confluence for me to continue holding this short because the beginning of the imbalance is sitting right at overnight VWAP.
How often do you use VWAP as a target on pretty much all your trades?
My VWAP trading is more preemptive than anything. I'm either looking for it to target VWAP or I'm looking to reclaim VWAP and
Mm,
upside pressure. The strategies, it's a profitable strategy. I mean, you just have to first know what you're looking at and pick your time frame. But I didn't even use VWAP as any type of confluence before maybe the start of this year.
hmm,
It just folds into how I already trade, so it just helps out a little bit more.
got it. That makes sense. That makes sense.
New high a day
VWAP has
there.
always been there,
Hmm.
but it was never on my chart.
Got you.
So then when I put it on my chart and I see my trades running into and around it, I'm like, okay, this I'll leave it there.
Something's happening there.
Yeah.
It's already into how I trade.
VWAP
So
George agrees.
that helps with
Knock on
hold
wood.
times. That
It
helps with
does.
hold times. If you're trying to target VWAP or you're trying to run away from VWAP, that strategy helps with hold times. But I already had a hold time type of strategy to begin with because if you catch a high or you catch a low, you're gonna ride it.
Well, if you have the patience, to let it cook.
Right.
Otherwise, you're eating raw chicken.
We got the Dow
Yeah,
pushing
that one takes a while to cook.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
new highs of the day there in the Dow, 49,530. Last
Ooh,
trade
okay, let's go.
49,523. Antonio's still short
Okay.
here. The S&P just made a new high as well,
Great.
69.53 and a quarter. And Alosh, to answer your question, why 12%, not 10 or 15? Just curious. Uh, that's a better question for Coach Paul, to be honest.
Hmm.
I've been working with him for a while. I trust his reasoning behind it. If you join us for At the Buzzer, we can ask him that question later today. Why exactly 12%? He gave us a reason. I'm going to be honest, I forgot what the reason was, but I think it was a good enough suggestion. And I've seen a bunch of traders say that they use that 12% and
Hmm.
they've stayed in accounts longer than they ever have before. So uh, try it out.
If you were doing a trading combine, would you also use the 12% rule, or would you define risk differently? Because maybe the parameters are a little tight.
I was probably, I'll be honest, I was more aggressive in
Mm-hmm.
combines, right? Than that 12%. But we could also talk about how many times you're more aggressive than that 12% and you fail the combine, right? So it really depends. I think if anyone is trying to pass the combine and condition themselves to be able to hold on to an account, it's something that you should do. It's what I did with the XFA. Once I passed this combine, the combine that led to the XFA that led to this live account, it was 12% once we hit that XFA. Uh, and in the combine, I probably was somewhere closer to 25%.
Got it.
Somebody asked me how
And
fast I pass combines or how long it takes. Um, I think my logic may not be the best for most traders when it comes to that because, of course, it takes roughly 1 day. I mean, 2 trading days. We're here in America, so we get 2 trading days in 1 day. But
Mhm.
roughly 1 to 2 days, I can pass a combine. But my logic behind that is if somebody tells you you've only got 10 more times to screw up before you hit it big, how fast do you want to screw up?
Mm,
Pretty quickly.
uh,
that's
Somebody came up to you
strong.
right now and said, you've only got to screw up 10 more times and then you're going to be good. I'm trying to get those 10 times out of the way so fast. So
seeing a
it's
little
a
bit of
little
pullback.
renegade-ish,
Mhm.
but it does it's not outlandish trading. It's actual setups, win
Yeah.
or lose. So we lose, we lose. But typically
Do
one
you
to two
slow
days.
yourself down when you get to a funded account then?
No, I don't because it's win or lose. I mean, we're trading if I know when I do something stupid. So
Yeah.
that one, the stupid stuff is not win or lose. The actual trades and actually taking setups and planning your trade and trading your plan, that's win or lose. So take those L's on the chin. And other than that, when I do something stupid, yeah. But as far as slowing down, the trading's already slow, but
Yeah.
sometimes we sling around too much size here and there, and it bites
Right.
us.
Yeah, it sucks putting on too much size, and then it messes up your stop loss, and you get ticked out and watch it run in your favor. It's like,
It messes up your brain.
had I just done nothing, I'd be in a winning trade right now, which is
Yeah.
often the times, at least with me. If I had just done nothing and just let it do what it needs to do, would have been
Yeah, that's
fine.
when you nap for the rest of the day.
Uh huh. I'd be a terrible
Just
baker. I'd be opening that oven door constantly, constantly. My souffles would be so deflated. It'd be trash. You done
Somebody
yet?
said, "I
You
think
done
I'm
yet?
Socrates."
You done yet?
seeing a pullback here in gold, 52.2480 last trade there. We got Antonio short micro NASDAQ right now. Just a reminder to everyone, we do have group coaching coming up after this. We got JD, Deanna, and Hoop for group coaching. So make sure you get your questions in there. That form is pinned to the top of the chat. Right after this, at the top of the hour, we got group coaching coming in.
I like that comment in the
Uh,
chat. They said, "Get ticked out and get ticked off."
Mm-hmm. That's one way to get on
Hoop, look.
tilt.
Anyone in the chat trading natural gas right now? Hoop, look at natural gas.
Is it is
No,
it up 10% or
any
down 10%? There's no in between.
right now on the day it is up 2.25, but it's starting to
Oh,
sell
okay,
off
that's
a
not
little
bad.
bit here.
Like weather's not
Seeing some
crazy right now. That's typically when it
right.
starts getting nutty. I mean, it's pretty mild across the Midwest. Why is it? What's going on?
Yeah, it was kind of nice in Chicago. That walk from the hotel I was staying at to the border trade on Monday wasn't too bad.
Hmm. Ooh, we might get filled here on a short. Let's see. You got 351s we're looking for, about 6 points away.
If your entry is at 351 for your limit, then I'll
It's the
just
first one.
give it a little more room and put my stop at 365.
Yeah, let's see if we can get.
Because if you get filled, I'd like to remain in the trade with you.
Oh yeah. Maybe we can hold this one. Maybe I can hold the trade as long as Antonio can hold the trade. See if we can get filled up here. We got 351s and 360s working. 360s is pretty much highs of the day.
Yeah, my stop loss is my line in the sand.
Yep.
S&P just made a new high of the day by a tick there. Taking a look at the delta, positive 5,200 in the S&P. The Nasdaq is still loading for now. Positive delta
It's so
congruent with
slow.
direction. here. We do have Nvidia earnings after the close today. Very interesting.